Airbnb family, this is a vertical video for your convenience. So in the comments, let me know if you like this vertical format, if you prefer me to still do landscape, because I'm trying to be, kind to the fact that many of you are on your mobile devices right now. So stay tuned to the end, because these 10 different sections of the website all have very important functions, and some of them will make you money instantly, some of them will save you money instantly, and some will make you faster, better, and stronger. Let's go. For your convenience, all 10 of these links will be in the description of this video, so you can just click along with the video and access these. Just make sure that you're logged into Airbnb from either your desktop or your mobile phone right now. Not the app, but the actual website. Now, the first one is because a lot of you want pro tools, professional hosting tools, multi-calendar, custom length of stay discounts, rule sets, stuff like that. And so the first link is going to take you into your profile account, settings, preferences, and gives you professional tools. Click on that one and just toggle on the pro hosting tools. That's number one. Number two is the multi-calendar, airbnb.com/multi-calendar. This is one I talk about a lot. Now that your professional settings are turned on, you'll see that all of your accounts should be listed in a vertical column on the left side, and then all the dates available will kind of push into the future. It changes the way the layout works. In a normal single listing calendar, it scrolls top down, just like a regular calendar like Google Calendar or Apple Calendar. Now this one is more like a grid that pushes to the right. This allows you to then drag on multiple dates, like you can pick all just Mondays on all of your listings, Monday, Tuesday on all your listings. It gives you much more flexibility to change prices, and you'll notice in the bottom right, there's a section to add rule sets. I teach about rule sets in other videos, but they are super powerful for pricing strategy, which you've seen me talk about recently on this YouTube channel. This third one may be the most impactful link for roughly 10 or 20% of you, because a lot of you don't know about this, but there's a tax form that you need to fill out. Otherwise, Airbnb is going to keep taxes from you, like income tax. So this is the new tax form link, and go in there and file your W-9 with Airbnb. That way, they stop keeping 25% of your revenue. Hui, the photographer that came to Dallas and did like that property tour video that I plugged, within 5 minutes we fixed this because he didn't realize that Airbnb was taking thousands and thousands of dollars from him. And this will, of course, allow you to take that money and put it back into your business and pay the taxes when you're ready based on what your net income is, not on your revenues. Now, Airbnb's been changing their service fees. In Europe, they're pretty much forcing hosts to eat all the service fees, which means you have to adjust your prices. If you plug into certain channel managers, they automatically push that to you too. But there's been some bugs where hosts here in the States have had their service fees shifted, where all of a sudden they're incurring a 15% fee. So the next link that I'm giving you is where you can go in and see if you're the one paying all the service fees or if you're just paying the 3% fee, and you can choose which setting you want. Now, if you do choose to pay all the service fees, that's cool because it's coming eventually, but you need to make sure you adjust your pricing strategy to accommodate for the fact that Airbnb is gonna hack $15 off the top of your revenue. Number 5, have you ever opened up a resolution with a guest and then we're kind of lost, like, hey, how do I access that resolution? There's no button on the app to get to it. Well, you just go to airbnb.com/resolutions. It'll upload all of your resolutions, ones against you, ones where you have a resolution against a guest. It'll show you the status, and it'll let you know if it's ready to be escalated to Airbnb. I do have videos on tips on how to actually get paid on resolutions. I've been doing this for 4 years. Go find my resolutions videos if you need help on filing your resolutions. Now, as we come to the 6th floor of this 10-story awesome, densely packed video that you should be liking and subscribing to, by the way, we're talking about the opportunities tab, performance section of the Airbnb platform. Now, this is important because it gives you insights on everything that you're doing or not doing. It'll show you if you accidentally haven't listed what your Wi-Fi's are, or that you have full kitchens. You might be supplying this stuff and putting in the photos, but there's a bunch of checkboxes, toggle stuff that you should be adding. And Airbnb constantly is updating their profiles where you can add more and more and more features and amenities. And this will let you know your progress on those. It'll also give you a bunch of other opportunities that you can improve upon, and this helps keep you the most competitive on Airbnb that you possibly can be. This URL has probably changed more times than any other Airbnb URL. It's your performance section that shows you your earnings, how much you made last month, the month before. You can toggle select a month and it'll give you your payouts pending, what you have been paid, and what you've collected in cleaning fees, stuff like that. What you need to understand is that below this is another link to your transaction history. Now you need to go to your transaction history and go click on upcoming payouts, and you need to check to see if any of those upcoming payouts are in the past. The reason why is because any upcoming payouts that are still from 2020, 2019, that's money owed to you that Airbnb hasn't released to you yet. So then you need to open up a resolution with Airbnb and say, hey, I have some stuff that I haven't been paid for. I've been hosting some guests and you didn't pay me. So you need to go through and get all those those reservation codes, the ones that start with HM, copy all those down and the amounts, and you're going to give a whole list of those to Airbnb. At one point, I had over $100,000 in unpaid reservations. And I actually still have a bunch that they're still working through right now. So go do that. By the way, for your convenience, I put a link to the transaction history section there for you too. Have fun. And since we're kind of flowing through this, I'm including you the next important link with just the help section that allows you to fast forward to talking to Airbnb. So help / like hosting stays, it brings you to a part where you scroll down and you open up like a new issue, report a new issue, open a new claim, whatever. They kind of change the lingo down there. But what this does, it opens up a chat bot. And by getting to this chatbot super fast, you can say, no, it's something. They're gonna ask you questions. Be like, it's not about this reservation. Is it about this type of thing? You say, no, it's something else. And just keep spamming, no, it's something else, until a human gets on the chat line, right? They push you up from a bot eventually. Now, with that, you can take all those resolutions, the ones that they owe you money for, and say, hey, I haven't been paid on a bunch of resolutions. Here's all the stuff. Please go find these and pay me for them. But that help chatbot hack that you can just fast forward to get to the chatbot and like spam it's something else to get to a person, this allows you to reopen any cases, any conversations, any resolutions, anything where Airbnb just started to ignore you. Because they do that sometimes. And hosts, if you have stories about that, feel free to put them in the comments. I feel like a lot of new people need to understand how tough it can be to work with Airbnb at times. So feel free to share your experiences with like trying to get resolution payments, trying to report problems with a guest, and what you've done to get Airbnb to pay you or listen to you, because there are multiple ways to get Airbnb's attention. And you hosts, I think it's time for you to let the newbies know what works. Thanks. Next one. This next one is your listing link. Now, I can't give you a literal hard link to get to where you need to go, but I can start you there and guide you through, because every time that you have a listing URL, it's going to put in an 8-digit code that is actually your listing number, and then after that, it's going to give you the sections that I want to guide you to. So go to the listings link that I give you at the very bottom of this, and then go to your listing basics. It's like very much your first tab, scroll down a little bit, and then go to listing title, click on that and modify your title. Once you have Pro Tools, right? Go back to the very beginning of this video and activate Pro Tools. Once you have Pro Tools, you're going to get what's called an internal name. And I talk about how I use my internal names, but here's some fast hacks. Write something specific to that listing, that if you typed it in, you can get to that listing. If you have an apartment complex with say 10 units, put something like that is like specific to that apartment complex. You can use one word to get to that apartment complex, and then you can add something else to get to that specific listing. So let's say we have like luxury high rise is the name of the apartment complex. You have luxury high rise A, luxury high rise B, luxury high rise C in your internal name, and that helps you get to and all luxury high rise ones, and then ABC helps you get to the specific one when you type that in. Also, I use 3-digit city codes, DTX for Dallas, PHL for Philly. So if you go search in this is all for your multi-calendar, by the way. I need to stop rushing through points here. But if you're on your multi-calendar, this internal name allows you to search for stuff inside the internal name. So in the example, we write luxury high rise A, DTX, and then a 2-digit number for your cleaning fee. Let's say your cleaning fee is $50. So you have luxury high rise A, DTX 50. Now, if you go to the multi-calendar and you type in luxury high rise, it'll filter out anything that doesn't say luxury high rise. If you write DTX and you search DTX, it'll pull all of your listings that are from Dallas, Texas, if you do DTX for Dallas, for example. So now, when you have 200 listings or something like that, because we've got a ton, right? If I want to just look at our Dallas listings and look to see how occupied we are and like what our pace is and our occupancy is, go watch my pricing strategy videos for that. If I want to see how healthy we are for DTX, I can pull DTX. I can do the same thing for PHL. If I feel like one of our buildings is underperforming, I can type in luxury high rise and look at all the luxury high rise ones and see how we're performing on that. I can see, are we getting booked on weekends just specifically at this building, or are we getting booked on weekends in Dallas as a whole? Now, the reason why I have the $50 at the end is because when I adjust prices last minute, let's say we have some stuff that's not booked today, and our average rate is 120, but I want to drop it to say like below 80 or below 70. Well, a guest today will pay the nightly rate plus the cleaning fee, correct? So if they pay $60 plus a $50 cleaning fee, I know that they're going to be paying $110 plus Airbnb service fees. So when I go manually adjust prices, I can just look to the left at the internal name and see what cleaning fees getting added on. So like a 4-bedroom property with a $140 cleaning fee, when I adjust rates, I can factor in mentally that there's $140 that'll go on top of this base rate. And that's why I put the cleaning fees in the internal name. Now that you're on that listing subsection and you're working on a listing, let's take you to the last one, which is the pricing tab. Go down to other length of stay discounts. Again, you have to have Pro Tools to use it. This is the same spot that you put a monthly discount or a weekly discount. My pricing strategy utilizes 3-day, 4-day, and 5-day discounts, and we tier those in because we overprice for one-night stays. That's the one main thing that I do, is I like to charge about 30% more than I should for a one night, and then start to discount that so that 4 or 5 days we're super competitive. But if somebody wants to book 1 or 2 days, they've got to pay a premium. So use these custom length of stay discounts to create a much more specific and high octane pricing strategy. Here's a bonus number 11. This is something that you all should do if you accidentally make this mistake. And I kept this to the end because I want to make sure that the people who watch this video all the way through get some cool value. A lot of times when you make a new listing, it'll ask you if you want to give a 20% off discount. You should not do that. And if you're a new host that just happened to create a new listing and you got the 20% discount and you want to change your mind on that, go to your multi-calendar, and on the calendar you're going to see that there's this little icon on every little square, and you can go hover over that and you can actually remove the 20% new listing discount. The reason why you don't want to use the 20% new listing discount is because you only want to give a discount to people who might be booking today, tomorrow, this week. You only want to really discount for the fact that you don't have a lot of time to get full. You're going to get reviews from people who stay today or tomorrow, right? So a month from now, you'll have reviews, which means you'll get good bookings. But by doing this 20% discount, somebody who's booking, like say, right now it's like the end of August. Somebody could book in December or like New Year's and book over New Year's and get 20% off. And you don't want to do that for far away dates. You want to give somebody a discount right now to get full fast, but you can simply do that just by dropping your rate. You don't have to put a 20% coupon. You can just drop your rate by 20% and do that just for today, just for tomorrow, just for the next day. And you can control where your discounts go. And you can also do that with rule sets. So undo your 20% discounts through the multi-calendar. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I really want to encourage you guys to hit that notification bell because all of the videos that I put out are dense information on how to Airbnb. And if you're a host, you're going to need them. I would ask you to share this with your friends, but I understand this stuff is super cool. And if you want to get a little greedy with the information, just instead maybe give me a like for the information that I've been sharing with you. I really hope that you guys stick around and let me know about the vertical content. I'm really trying my best to give you what you guys need when you're busy. Some of you hosts are making millions of dollars a year, and I want to make sure that I don't inconvenience you with video formats or stuff like that. This is really my passion, is teaching. So just a wholehearted thank you for being part of my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you on the other side.